politics of your game. Understanding the politics of your game. So the truth is that whatever field you find yourself, there are rules, there are regulations, there are things you need to do, there are things you don't need to do, there's things you need to know, there are things when you don't know them, they work against you. So you must know those things, you must work with those things, you must understand those things, and in every area of it, you need to be prepared. Okay, you need to be prepared because it can be shocked to you anytime. So you have to be at alert, okay, to catch it, to receive it, because the truth is, take it or leave it. It is a journey. It is a war front that you are going. Okay, so you need everything it takes to overcome that level of a thing. So now, the politics quadrant, we see some things here, level of awareness. Now the truth is that the problem a lot of us have today is because we are not aware of some things. Okay, we are not aware of some things, and immediately when you are not aware of some things passed you by. There's some information that if you are not aware of, okay, if you are not aware of, it will pass you back. That is the truth. So the advantage that the rich has over the poor is because there's some advantage that they receive. They have the information that they receive that other people don't have that privilege to receive it. Okay, there's information they receive that others don't have that privilege to receive it, which is the key, because there's information that you have to be in certain cycle to get that information. Okay, there's information that you have to be into certain cycle, you have to be someplace, you have to be. That's why you can see people pay amount of money to belong to Ikoyi Club. Okay, people pay millions to belong to Ikoyi Club. People pay millions to belong to associations. Okay, because the reason why is, for example, when you are in some gathering, okay, they will just tell you, okay, for example, so contract is coming out, and this is what you need to do for you to get the contract, for you to be part of the people that will receive this contract. So you have to get information. So when the information gets you, they can tell you, okay, if you get to Suzo place, call my name, just give them note, or just give them the direction of, okay, this is what you need to do to get those information. So the truth is that the difference between the poor and the rich is information. Okay, the information you get, information is key. There's information that when you are, for example, this from last year to this year alone, if I calculate everything I've spent to go for training and seminars, at least if I have not spent at all, I've spent up to 9 million naira, okay, to just travel, go for seminar and all those things. Because in those places, I'm getting some information that is not open to the public. Okay, I'm getting some information that is not open to the public. So the truth is, if you take it, if you like it, if you take it or leave it, there are information that is key. Okay, that when you are in that closet, it is when you get that information. Okay, no, like I said, the politics cordon. Now I said level of awareness. Now you have to have level of awareness, and the passive aggressive, coward, or complain. Okay, I want to say hallelujah. So those are the things I'm telling you, some things you need to see, and in that you see the intelligent proactive, strategy thinker, and influencer. Now they are opposites. Some people, they are passive, aggressive, coward, and complainer. They are own, they can complain, they will all tell you so. So these are the two different people now. One his own is he can complain from Africa to any country. He will tell you, he can tell you the history of how Nigeria is not good, how the government is bad, how things is not working, everything is Buhari and what is it called, Oshibanjo, and also the Sanwo-Olu that cause it. Understand? That is one part. But the other side, another person is the person that is very intelligent, proactive, and strategy thinker and influencer. So those kind of people, once you give them one opportunity, definitely they will produce that opportunity, and before you know, the opportunity will start generating itself, and before you know, it become wealth. Okay, those are the people with strategic mindset. Why? Another side, there are some people, they are ignorant puppets. They are ignorant. They don't want to learn anything. They don't want to know anything. Their own is that they are just there. They don't want to learn. They don't want to learn new things. And another way to learn new things is that you need to humble yourself. Okay, you need to humble yourself. You need to bring yourself down to learn new things. Some people, because the reason why they are where they are, they don't want to learn new things. For example, let me give you an example. There are people in my field, okay, in this real estate we are doing, there are people that normally, if we talk about age, I senior them or we're in the same age. But guess what? Because they have what I want, I bring down myself, their self. If they call me, I will run and pick their call, because I know that these guys have what I need. And I'm not doing eye service. I'm not doing eye service, okay? Because what you want, you need to mellow. You need to calm down to get that thing you want. That is the truth. For example, another example of it is the example of Jesus. Jesus worked with people that have he's senior most of them. He's a junior to most of them, but he worked with them, and then they bring down their self. They humble their self to your level, and until you humble yourself, let me give you an example. For example, when you see a little child and you are taller than that child and you want to talk to the child, you have to bend down to the level of that child to talk to the child, and the child will understand. So that is what we need to do. Take it or leave it. Now, another type of people is they are unintelligent, aggressive, fighter, protester, anything. They just want to fight. Some of them, there are many on Facebook. That's the truth. There are many on Facebook. They want to fight everything. They want to defend everything. They want to do everything. But let me tell you, sometimes when you are too intelligent to some things, you lose some things. For example, I give some people, I look foolish to some people. Maybe in their own mind, they will say, this guy is foolish. But in my own mind, I know what I want. I know what I'm doing. And I know where I'm going to. Okay, so sometimes I don't actually fight back, because I know it's a stage, and very soon that stage will pass, and every mistake we made is a lesson for us to learn, to move forward and start pushing to where we are going. Oh my God. So now there are usually 4 categories of people in every domain based on their level of awareness and activity. Those who do not know what is going on at all. That is it. They don't know what is going on at all. But there are people that know that something is going on, but they refuse to do something about it. They are passive ignorant. They know that something is going on, and they refuse to know about it. For example, at their age in school, everybody is learning computer, they want to know computer, they want to know this thing. Oh, do I even need it? I don't need that self, understand. But meanwhile, now at the age we are, if you don't know computer, if you can't do anything on computer, no company will employ you, and you can't even achieve anything so far. So you have to go and learn. At least I have some elderly people that I know that when they took us on job, they have to look for those that will teach them computer, that will teach them how to use the internet, that will teach them how to use it. But maybe sometimes when those internet come, they didn't pay attention. Okay, now I say they know something's going on, but they never pay attention to it. They don't want to do, and they don't want to do anything about it. They are passive ignorant. Those who are doing something wrong about what is going on. There are some people, they are doing something wrong about what is going on. They are not in tune, they are not in line with the latest thing that is going on. So in what you need to do for you to move and to be top of your game, you need to know what is going on in your environment. You need to know what is going on. You need to have that ideas of things that is happening. That is the truth. You need to know what is happening in your environment. You need to know the latest. You need to know the latest news, the latest opportunity in town. That is why for some people, like for some people today, now they are just this is the time they are just hearing about real estate. Most people don't know about real estate. They don't even think about real estate. But now they are hearing about real estate. Everybody say, oh, real estate, real estate. But some people know the secret before. For example, in major places in Lagos those days until now, you will see Okoya, Razak, Eleganza property. You see it and every part of Lagos. Every part of Lagos. Those days we have it at I think they are still there now along the relay side. You see it as Asogba area. You see it at Ajao Estate. They moved to Aja. So they have it different places because this man had vision. Understand? Thank you so much, my brother Samuel. Thank you. So those people, they had vision that these things is what is going on, but some people never pay attention to it. For example, I used to blame my dad those days that because Lekki opened in my presence, because those days my lad will leave all the way from Bokoko Michael. You go to work anytime I'm on holiday, and I follow him to those places, and those places are developing. How much they are buying land those days? There are places that are buying land 1.5 million, 2 million, 3 million, but he has the opportunity to even buy land 500,000 in those places, but he never pay attention to it. Now this is the thing. There are some people, something is happening in their presence, but they are blindly ignorant about it. They are not doing anything. Those are the kind of people we have. And also we have people that are unintelligent, aggressive. There are those who deeply aware of engaging wisely, but they are unintelligent. They are proactive. For example, I tell people, you see, now it's another thing to know what is happening and go to the point and key into it, but it's another thing for you to be in that circle and spoil the relationship. Now something happened to me. I remember some years ago, I was so broke to the extent that the day I went to meet the person that God used to help me, I don't have dime in my pocket, and I was tempted to ask the person, please, can you give me transport? But something in me said, no, don't do it. And definitely I talked to the person. I finished talking, and he escorted me outside his office, and I just wait, like I'm waiting for a bus, and I just wait for him to go inside, and I started trekking from his office back to my house. I'm staying then in Aja. Okay. And his own mind, he didn't know what is happening. Okay. Now I want to teach you a principle. The principle is that when you meet people, the first thing you should never do is to ask them for money. That is the problem between the poor and the rich. Okay, the first thing you need to do, not to ask people for give me money. No, the best you can also do, find a way that you can help those people. Okay, help those people. And another thing again, don't be desperate. There are sometimes some people will send me number, say call this person, and I will purposely delay the calling. Not that I don't want to call the person, not that I don't need person, but I need the person, but I don't want to look desperate in the eyes of that person. I don't want to look desperate. I don't want to look desperate. I don't want the person to say that this guy is, has he been waiting for my call before? Because sometimes when you are desperate and you are talking to people in desperation, they suspect you. Okay, then suspect you, then say, oh, this guy is like, this guy has something that he is. Okay, so the truth is that you need to take your time. You need to breathe in and breathe out. Okay, you don't need to be in haste. You don't need to just hit it. Bros, come and give me money. No, immediately you come that way. If the person is someone that never can't anything to anything, like it's not people that really take note of some things, he can give you that falsely. Okay, but if it become tradition for you, definitely the person will run away from you. That's the truth. And you lock that door to yourself, because that person may be the person that will just give you an information that will transform your life. Okay, so we have, and it is the last category of people that are really smart and positive. They are set for relevant influence and the power in the long run, irrespective of the gender, race, religion, age, and tribe. The rest are engaging. Specifically, there are some people, they are very engaging, easy, disposable, and expandable. Apparent. If you are not aware, you are not relevant. That is the truth. So you must be aware. You must know what is happening. You must know the time. The Bible says time and season happen to them all. So that when you are not at the right place at the right time, the right information cannot come to you. Okay, you need to be at the right place at the right time. You need to open your heart. You need to open your mind. You need to open your system down to learn new things, to get information, to increase yourself for movement. That is what you need to do. You don't just need to just take some decisions. You don't just need to do some things, but you need to take your time. For example, today I have the opportunity to be with the state I am here. I had the opportunity to meet the deputy speaker of the house of the state, and also the House of Representative member. Okay, and these are the people who have been on their matter for the past 1 year. We have been talking for a particular project for more than 1 year. Okay, and I took my time. I've never come one day and asked them, give me transport, give me something to go on. No, because I know what I want. So I give you some type of people. There are some, they are just ignorant. They don't want to learn. Some people, they are unintelligent. They don't know the time to strike. They don't know the time to take action. They don't know the time to do things. Okay, now we say the last people here, they are engaging people. If you don't engage wisely, you cannot win. Okay, so you need to engage well. You need to engage wisely. You need to take your time. You need to learn some things. You need to know when to strike, when not to strike, when to take your time, and when not to take your time. So those are the things you need to do. You need to be wise. You need to be intelligent of taking some decisions. For some time, you can be engaging and not end well. So you can be engaging and not end well. But when you are engaging, you must have that mentality of negotiation power. You must have the negotiation power. The negotiation power must be there, so that when you are negotiating, you will know that okay, it's 50-50 thing, it's win-win thing. I win, you win, or you lose, I win. That is it. And let me remind you something: when you are doing something like that, don't never have the mindset of losing. You know, another thing that we don't know is that sometimes we feel, what up if I lose? Okay, it never matter. It doesn't matter. Sorry, it doesn't matter if you lose. Okay, it doesn't matter if you lose. So I just want to point out some points for you here. Okay, now for example, be streetwise. Be streetwise. Be streetwise is a kind of being wise as serpent and harmless as dove, while coexisting as a sheep with wolf in the jungle. I think the book of Matthew tell us to Matthew 10:16. Okay, so we must, in your own way, you must be wise, streetwise. Okay, you know how to strike it. Like some of my guys can strike, give them any deal, they can close it for you. Okay, so those are the things you need to know. You need to be wise. You need to know what to do. So if you so now, for example, let me say something. Master, I know you have high standard and hate carelessness. Carelessness ways. You hate careless way, and that you have best demand. You have the best demand. You have to make allowance for an error. I was afraid I disappoint you, so I found a good hidden place and secure your money. Here is the safe and sound down the last cent. For example, you know, they're talking about the servant that they give 2 cents, they give them 1 cent, and they give, I think, 5 cents, and one went to bury his own. Okay, and one said, no, I must use this to make a high demand. So I want to give you some points. Number 1 point is set a high standard. Set a high standard. Don't look down on yourself. Set a high standard. I tell people, even though it's just one trouser you have, iron it, wear, shine that shoe, wear, set the standard for yourself. Set high standard. That is the truth. Set high standard. Now, the flaunting door remark, Master, I know you have a high standard. Everybody has a standard, but why some internationally raise the bar and the fight to keep it so? Some others leave everything to chance and get crumb in return. So you need to set standard in the industry you are. You need to set standard. For example, I know a very good friend of mine. Okay, if for example in his estate, if everybody is selling for 500, he will put his own 2 million. Okay, and sometimes people say, why people buy from there? Because you see, what is selling is selling the standard. He's setting the standard, not just the way everybody is doing it. So check any individuals playing at the top of their industry. You will observe that their standard are unusual, highly compared to any other average individual. It's true. Okay, when you know what you are doing, you set that high standard. You set that high standard. You don't care what everybody is doing, but you may be doing what everybody is doing, but because of the standard you set for yourself, you stand out different. You stand out different. You don't just stand with what, like the Bible says, say he that know what he's doing. He say you will stand. Okay, not with men. You don't just stand with ordinary people. You stand with high people because you know what you are doing. You have a standard. You have a plan, and nobody can just come up and bring anything just to, just to waylay you. Okay, so you know where you are going. You have standard. You know your plan. You know that in the next 5 years, in the next 2 years, in the next 1 year, I know where I'm going. So you plan that for yourself. So nobody will just come and shake you. Even you have an employee that comes say, I have this idea, I have this thing I want to do. You will just know what you will take in and what not to take, because you know where you are going. And another thing, don't be in haste. Take process, step by step, step by step. Do step by step. Okay, like what I said, set high standard. Okay, set high standard. And second one, hate carelessness. You must hate carelessness. You don't take carelessness just I just do it like that. For example, they come to your office, everybody is careless, everybody just doing anything anyhow. You don't just take it. Number two, you hate carelessness. You don't take carelessness. Okay, even from your staff, from people working with you, all they need to do, they must be on top their game. Excellent in everything. Excellent, even in your home. Excellent. Okay, that is the truth. Excellent. To be internationally recognized, you must exercise power to choose or determine your outcome. Choose your friend, choose your network, choose where you channel your time and energy and your resources, etc. By choosing carefully, you are creating your own opportunity. So everybody cannot be your friend. That's the truth. Everybody cannot be your friend. You can't be friend to everybody. We can be friend on social media and everything, but everybody cannot be friend. Because that is why it comes to a time I need, even on social media, I need to mute some people. I need to just not talk to some people, because some people, for example, have you seen, for example, those days when we are on this blue street and criticizing people, that everybody want to be your friend, everybody want to do this, but the truth is that the level of your own understanding is different from their own. So immediately when you start displaying your own understanding, you become their enemy. So you need to set your standard. Everybody cannot be your friend. You can't hang out with everybody. You can't go to all the party. That's the truth. You can't go to all the party. You can't go to everybody. Okay, everybody cannot be your friend. You need to choose your friend. The Bible says, he that walk with the wise will be wise, he that walk with the fool will be foolish. So you need to walk with those that you know that you are going to the same route. You don't just walk with anyhow person. Okay, and I said here, when you choose your friend wisely and carefully, you are creating opportunity for yourself. Because when you are working with right people, when you are working with the right mindset of people, see, let me tell you, you are creating great opportunity for yourself. Okay, now another thing we need to learn, if you are giving something that does not match your standard, do not accept it. Okay, sometimes you may be giving some offers, there are some deals that will come that say, yeah, okay, this deal is coming, and when you weigh the deals and say, okay, this deal will not work for me, this deal will not give me what I want, you say, no, I don't want it. Do you know what? You don't just eat everything. For example, if you want to stay the standard like eagles, you will never see eagle flock with other bird. You will never see eagles eating dead things. Eagle don't eat dead things like vulture. Vulture eats anything, but eagle eats fresh meat. Okay, eagle eats fresh things. So you don't just take everything that comes to your way. There's an opportunity that will come. There's some things there's some offers that will come to you. You don't just take it. You must wait. Is it my standard? Is it what I want? Is it what can stand for the taste of time? Oh my God. Okay, let me stop there. Number 3, demand demand the best. Demand the best. The lazy servant often stated that master demanded the best. The master was just being intentional about his outcome, since as he has set a standard, he has to fight to keep that way. Okay, when you set that standard, you need to keep on fighting. You need to keep on keeping that standard. Okay. On number 4, it said, make no allowance for error. Make no allowance for error. Underperformance servant knew that his master made no allowance for errors. It is true that humans are indeed prone to error, but if you give yourself an excuse to fail, you are likely to fail. Worst still, if you allow for error from your team, so you don't need to ask, you don't need to take time for error. You don't need to take we are human beings. It can become, yes, we make mistake, but the truth is that you must ask for the best. Excellent. No matter what, you must ask for excellent. Now, number 5 say, be visible. Be visible. Let people see you. Be visible. Now, some of us, we want to hide ourselves from the brand, but the truth is that you must be the face of your brand. You must be the face of your brand, because people attract to what they see. They must see the face behind the brand. So you don't need to say, I'm not the type that show myself. I'm not saying you should show yourself, okay, but you need to be the face of your brand. Whatever you are doing, you need to be the face of your brand. That is what you need to do. That is what you need, and it is what you need, and it must work for you. Okay, so you must be the face of your brand. Take it or leave it, you must be the face of your brand. So be visible. Okay, the master always showed up at the right place at the right time to make himself available to the right people. He was known by his workers, clients, and their stakeholders. When he embarked on trip, he was likely going to close more deals or discover new products in the market. For example, when you are visible, when your people know this person is visible, so definitely when you are traveling, you are working, even when you are traveling. For example, I'm here in Yola and I'm doing work. Definitely, I'm working. I'm doing things. I'm making call. Okay, I'm making call. I'm having meeting with stakeholder. I'm going, doing one or two things to make sure that my traveling will bring impact on the business. Okay, so on number 6, the master the game of lumber. You must master the game of lumber. Most of us, we don't love lumber, but we must master the game of lumber. And in this book, there's this illustration that talk about distribution of registered votes in 2019. For example, we have regions. We have northwest, northeast, north central, and each of these centrals, for example, northwest, they have 20.2 million, and in northeast, they have 11.3 million. In north central, they have 13.4 million, total making 44.2 million, which is 54% of total vote. And in southwest, we only have 16.3. For example, in southeast, we only have 10.1 1. In South South, we will have 21.8, which is 39 points. Okay, 39 million. 39.2 million, which is 46 points. So definitely take it or leave it. The North has more votes. So most of us, we must do with lumber. Most of us, we hate lumber. Number 6, I said, you must master the game of lumber. You must master the game of lumber. You must love lumber. You must put your eyes to know everything that is going in your organization. You must put eye in everything, every single thing happening in your organizations, even to the fuel they buy, even to the NEPA bill, even to anything, even the water they buy in your company. You must be aware. You must know what is going on. You must have idea of where the money is going. So some of us will say, no, I don't have time for lumber. You must have time for lumber if you want to be a very good business person. If you want to lead your home just very goodwill, you must love lumber. Okay, I think let me just give you a summary of what we have said so far. Now, there are unusual 4 categories of people in every domain based on their level of awareness and activity. Number 1, those who do not know what is going on. They are ignorant, definitely. Number 2, those who know what is going on but do not do nothing about it. They are passive aggressive but unlovely kaka. Okay. Number 3 is those who are doing something wrong about what is going on. They know that something is going on, but they are doing something wrong about it. They are intelligent, aggressive. Okay, they are intelligent and aggressive. Number 4 is those who are deeply aware and engaging wisely. They are intelligent and proactive. So I want you to belong to the last people, the last point, number 4. Okay, those who are deeply aware of what is going on and engaging wisely. They know what is going on and they engage wisely. And there are 2 or 3 are gathered, there's politics. Where 1 or 2 are gathered, there's politics. Take it or leave it, there's politics in the house, in the family, in the church, in the organizations, in the company. There's politics. So it is left for you now to be on your game. So whenever you are out to complete for something, whenever you are out to compete for something that is scarcely available to everybody, you are already in the game. That is the thing. Okay, know that you are in the game. You are fighting with everybody. To be a smart player, you have to look after yourself and be streetwise. Be on constant alert and always look for favorable angels and survive by your wings. Okay, the last one said, to stay on top of your game, you have to master the essence of denomination of the follower. Number 1, set a high standard, and number 2, hate carelessness, and number 3, demand the best. Demand the best. Demand the best from everyone. Demand the best. And number 4, make no allowance for error. Okay, don't make allowance for error. And number 5, be visible. Be visible in your business, in everything. Be visible. Let them know the person behind that brand. Let them know the person behind the brand. Because like what I said, The master showed up every time to check on the workers, to check on the client, to check on everybody, to know what is going on, getting report, and know how to fix things and to keep the standard going. Number 6, master the game of lumber. You must master the game of lumber. And I said your eyes must be on the lumber. Okay, don't say it's just the sun. No, your eyes must be on the lumber. Your eyes must be on the lumber. Even in your organization, I say, even to the pillar they buy, you must know where the money go to. You must know what happened. Some people will say, this man is the Jebu, is this thing. But let me tell you the truth. If the company breaks today, if your company collapse today, I'm telling you the truth. Those people that are saying, our guy is too generous, they are the one that will still be first people that will leave your company. That's the truth. I take this, something happened. This man, the chairman Brown, I remember when this guy Brown is still have this crisis. Everybody on the social media, they are praising him. He's a very good one. The staff are celebrating him. But when the man has issue now, everybody run away. Both these people, it's happened to Jesus. So why can't it happen to you? It will happen to you. Okay, it's happened to Jesus. The only person that cannot leave, just suddenly leave you, is those people you have built, your customer that you have built loyalty with. Those that you have built the loyalty with, they will never leave. We don't just vanish and leave you. Okay, so employee can come up anytime and leave you. They can tell you they have a dream that they want to do this. They will tell you they want to do that, and they leave you and go. So you must put your eye on the ball. Don't just take no for an answer. So you must be visible and you must master the game of lumbers. Okay, I hope this this short broadcast bless you, and thank you so much. We'll be coming up again, and we'll be doing the review of this book. I'm reading this book. So you can get this book. Is to be very good for you. So get this book. I'm reading most of the things I'm saying there from this book. This book has blessed my life. Okay, so they call it game changers. So change your game. Thank you so much. God bless you. Good night. Have a good night rest. Tomorrow I have a long wait. I have so many things to do. So I have to go and sleep also. Thank you. God bless you till I come your